Going live.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. We're live. No, don't end it. I just started it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. David Brownlee says, howdy, howdy. Hello, David. Good to see you. We are super later than usual, but that's because we had a whole lot of stuff to do today.
We did.
Well, we didn't have a whole lot of stuff.
We just had one thing that took a long time.
We had one thing today, and it took a long time. 9 to 3 it actually turned out.
9 to 3.
9 to 3. Went to a marriage conference at our church, and that was a pretty cool time.
It was a really good time.
Pretty fun.
Good time.
Tom is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hello. So yeah, conferences.
What did I do?
Nothing. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. My chair just caught on the end. Conferences, game events. No, what was the name of it? Conferences?
I don't know. I didn't name it.
I did, and then I forgot what it's called. It's called Conferences, Game Nights, and Events. Oh my!
Oh, that's good.
I had John Panette
Yeah.
in my mind when I was doing that. He said, I can't remember the words he was using, but I just heard his voice and saw him walking across the stage. Anyway, we have conferences, the marriage conference that we went to today, game events, or rather game nights. We had one game night last week, and then we've got another one this week. Next week?
I have to look at the calendar. I'm not trying to annoy anyone. I just don't remember.
Thursday?
This week, Friday.
Friday. I thought it was Thursday.
Friday of this week.
The 17th.
The
23rd.
23rd.
The 23rd.
Today is the 8th. Today is the 17th.
Yes, that's correct.
Friday the 23rd. We have an event.
Yes, yes, yes. All that. Vanessa G, good evening. Ragged Edge 68, great to spend the evening with you all. Good to see you, Doug. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Did you wear those shirts to the conference? But of course we did.
Okay, but there's a little story. I got up this morning.
We are bona fide nerds and geeks. Of course we wore these to the marriage conference.
This morning and I said, I really want to wear my Star Wars I Love You shirt, but I think it's too cliche to wear to the marriage conference, because then if I wear mine, I know he'll wear his.
Au contraire.
So I got up and got dressed in something different, and then Sam came out in his shirt. So I was like, oh, I'm changing.
She manipulated my wardrobe choice this morning.
I didn't.
She did.
I just said, I was afraid it was too cliche, and I left it at that. And then Sam came out wearing his, so I'm like, well, I guess it's not too I'm wearing it. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we did have matching hoodies.
We did, because we have, we got in our Flipside hoodies.
They're beautiful.
And they were a test run, so I like them. They're super comfortable, so we will at some point be offering hoodies as swag. We also got our larger shirt order in. So
we will figure that out this week. How to
I'm going to put the moniker of by Wednesday. I'm going to try to get our website going and then connect it to our YouTube channel, and you will be able to purchase Flipside shirts from then on if you wish. And once we get that order paid off, we'll make an order for some hoodies, and
yeah, but by that time it'll be summer, so you're not going to be buying hoodies.
It doesn't matter. People wear hoodies all the time. That's one thing I have learned living in Florida. People will wear hoodies all year long.
Really?
Yeah, if it's 98 degrees and it feels like 138 because of humidity, somebody will still be wearing a hoodie.
There is a parent of mine at the preschool, and there was a rumor going around for a couple of years that she only had 2 shirts. They are both hoodies, and they are both tie-dyed, and they are both almost identical. And they're the only things we've ever seen her in 2 years. Literally. In the summer, she wears them with really short Daisy Duke shorts, really short shorts. And in the winter, she wears them with jeans. But she's never, ever worn anything else. Those
Who
two
is
hoodies.
this?
One of the parents.
One of the parents. Well, it's in the morning, right?
Yes, so maybe it's her coat.
Or maybe it's just what she wears around until she gets ready to go for the day.
All I know is that I've had this kid for 2.5 years now. And I've seen them all every day, Monday through Friday, in nothing but 2 identical hoodies.
Cool. Hey, I'm not ever one to downplay a basic wardrobe.
That being said, these new Flipside hoodies are super comfy, so it might be my new...
I even got, this is super comfortable out of Daphne. And that's saying something.
And she's a hoodie
because she is
snob.
a hoodie connoisseur.
I
Let me
remember
tell you.
snob. Sorry, Daphne.
Let's see here. Did you wear those shirts to the conference? Yes, we already answered that. Oh, then, David Brownlee says, then... It would be on topic to ask about the table size at Steamers West. Thinking about which games to bring, would a Watson topper be too big? Are you thinking about bringing a Watson topper? Because we take our Holmes game topper and use it on 3 of their tables.
Of the 2 by 2 tables.
They have, I think it's like 2 by 2 tables, and we use 3 of them. And set our Holmes game topper on top of 3 of them, and that works out pretty well.
And our Holmes game topper table fits perfectly on our dining room table, which is like a 3 by 6.
So,
I think that's what he was asking.
If you're asking, I mean, if you can bring your topper, that would be really cool.
For tomorrow?
No.
Oh, for Steamers West?
For Steamers West.
Oh, yeah.
If you can bring your topper. A Watson, if I'm not mistaken, is the 3 by 5, I think.
I think so. 3 by 5, 3 by 6.
I think the 3 by 5. And so
well, we have this here.
It'll
we
be
can
fine.
Measure it. You would...
Some people just don't have any fashion sense.
Look. We look good like
we don't have no. She's not talking about us. She's talking about somebody wearing the same 2 hoodies for the last 2 years.
Creepy.
But I don't think it's creepy. Come on. I have how many hoodies do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 hoodies, and I generally wear only 2 of them most of the time.
I have a couple hoodies. I'm ready to get rid of one. I don't have any that actually zip up. I only have pullover hoodies, and kind of been thinking I need to get a new one.
Yeah, 3 by 5.
3 by 5.
Yeah, Watson is a 5 by 38 inches, so it's 3 by 5.
Yeah,
a couple inches more playing surface. Thus, it's a couple inches longer.
That's the Watson, not the Holmes.
That's
and the Holmes Watson, is a little bit bigger than that.
The Holmes is a 3 by 6.
Yes.
No.
4 by 6.
No,
3 by 6.
Anyway, Vanessa asked, did you say marriage conference? What exactly happens at that? All right, well, here's the thing. This is what happens.
At our marriage conference.
Yeah, at our church's marriage conference, our head pastor, Josh, and his wife, Sharon, basically shared their philosophies and their recommendations, if you want to call it that, the encouragements on the core aspects of what makes a
strong marriage.
A strong marriage, yeah, thank you. Basically, I was trying to work in the analogy that they use, but we live in a highly agricultural area,
right?
And so they use the analogy of a we tree, we being a unified core, and we are the tree. Our marriage is the tree that will grow and blossom and produce fruit. And
I actually super loved the analogy.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little weird, but I super loved the analogy. Like, it was super great. It was super great.
So, yeah.
One of the things we spent a lot of time talking about is how we have to have agreements as a family.
Yeah.
And the agreements are the branches of the tree. The vision of us as a family is the trunk of the tree. The roots is our truth and our values. And the vision is our trunk. And the agreements is our branches. The leaves are our unity. The fruit is the openness of our relationship. The sun provides the love. And it was super good. I really, really liked the analogy. I'm really weird, but it was really good.
Vanessa being not a horticulturalist, not a horticulturalist. She
works with arborists.
trees.
I think she said
Arborists, yes. You would have really enjoyed the analogy.
I really loved it. It was a super good analogy. It was really nice because he was talking about if he was talking about the soil. The soil was God's word, and he talked about how you can't feed the tree without the soil, but the water. And
the water that falls from the sky doesn't do any good.
Right.
It has to come from
into the soil, and the soil has to use it as a holding tank, and then the tree pulls it up. I actually really loved the analogy, but
I'm all for tree analogies.
Yes, see, it was super nice. It was we laughed a lot. There were some really good moments, great stories.
And the cherries, David.
And the cherries?
He said, and when asked you, it's all about the apples.
Apples and cherries.
It's all about the apples and cherries. Apples and cherries. There's a lot of cherry orchards here, too.
Actually, most of the ones up here are cherry.
We're known for being the apple capital of the world, but there are a lot of cherry trees and orchards.
And I'm a bit of an apple snob.
And if you go a little bit, what is that? I don't even know what direction it is. North?
Up
towards Chelan.
Yeah.
If you go a little bit north, there's a whole bunch of peaches.
And apricots.
And then if you go down to
Yakima,
you got pears.
Pears.
So there's all kinds of different fruit come from this valley.
But it was a really good wedding analogy and marriage analogy. And then we talked a lot, and we talked to each other, and it was really fun.
Doug said, works for me too. Emily and I are foresters by trade.
Oh, I'll have
to
send
training.
I'll send you guys a picture of the tree analogy. I really loved it.
Yeah, it was really cool. Let's see here. David Brownlee says, I got the carry case and the last Kickstarter. I'll never use it otherwise. Well, we will certainly appreciate it. That's one of the things that until it warms up a little bit, we're a little tight on table space at Steamers West. And we're kind of a victim of our own success, I guess.
I was going to say, this isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing at all. It's something that we're totally going to live with for now. As soon as it warms up a bit, we'll be able to. There's some outside tables as well that we can use.
And we can just put all the people playing Cheese Thief outside.
Oh, or down the block.
Any of the loud party games, we'll just put outside. Wait till they break out telestrations.
Behind a soundproof barrier.
That space is very small. Telestrations will be crazy.
So yeah, that'll be cool. Thank you, David, for doing that and for thinking about.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Bringing in that Watson, that'll be helpful. We decided that we're going to keep the second Friday.
Yeah,
and not worry about it because I'll be out of town.
Nope.
On that. Okay.
Sam's going to be out of town, so
I'm
I will need all the help I can get.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. So
I'm not stressed.
I know Doug and Emily are going to be there, and he volunteered to help with logistics. Brian will be there probably. He'll help with the logistics, and so it'll be all good. Chambersburg peaches are some of the best around. They grow in Pennsylvania, are a little smaller than Georgia peaches, but are insanely sweet.
Ooh. I love peaches.
In a galaxy far, far away is where Cheese Thief needs to go.
Yeah, I know, really. I don't love that game. In my top 50 games, it was number 50. And it's only because my kids love it so much.
Your top 50 was based around
memories
experiential stuff, not necessarily whether or not how much you like the game. But I don't dislike Cheese Thief. I like the game. I just don't like playing it with teenagers.
Maybe that's it. I just don't like playing it with my kids.
Or tweens. Tweens and teenagers, I do not like playing that game with those because they get so loud when they're accusing each other of lying. And no, I'm not lying. I didn't do it. And they just go high and high and high and high. And it's like, but the I say all of that.
But the person
The loudest person at the table last time was not a teenager. He was an adult, but he was getting into it and he was having a super fun time with it, as were the other people at the table.
It is a fun game. It just makes me a little crazy.
It's just a personal thing. That's all.
I don't have a very good lie face. I'm not good at poker. I don't have a poker face. I can't. What you see is on my face. So when we're playing Cheese Thief and they go, nuh-uh, I checked it at 3 o'clock and it was there. And I'm going, nuh-uh, it wasn't. Yeah, no. Everyone looks at me and goes,
she's
lying.
Yeah.
So that's another reason I don't really love that game.
Definitely. So we've got that going on. I will not be at the next one, but Jess will be there holding down the fort. Probably the kids will be there.
Oh, might get, well, at least a couple of them will. I don't know if anyone will.
And we'll have everybody run. It's going to stay. We have to keep that consistent. So unfortunately, I'm going to be. We decided.
Sam actually said, he said, well, I don't think we should have it because I'm out of town, or you said something like that.
I thought about pushing it to the next week.
No, keep it the second Friday of every month, and,
we'll get it done.
It'll be great.
I just don't like leaving you with stuff like that because it's stuff that,
Well, I don't work on Fridays, so I'll be able to.
That's true. Well, that's true. All right. So that was going on. Be right back. Mother needs help printing something. You're
Valid.
okay, Vanessa. Don't worry.
Valid.
Do you still do game nights at your church? Well, the thing about it is, Tom, that this thing that we're doing at Steamers West is the same base group, foundational group from our church. Because so many different things are happening at our church,
it's hard to book space.
Yeah,
it's not that they don't want us. It's not that we don't want to be there. It's really hard to book space.
Yes. And
weddings and groups and this group and that group and this
and a game night. A game night is usually a game night will usually get bumped.
Right.
For something else.
Right.
Because they like to use a lot of our facilities for a lot of different things. Anywhere from providing our LEOs, law enforcement officers, with a place to go train.
Right.
Anywhere from that to doing
there's a preschool, there's
preschool, there's or like doing
life weddings, there's
Life Institute training classes,
which is
there's
classes,
there's a number of different things. So, and that's on top of weddings and the conferences that we went to, and services and all that other kind of stuff. So there's just too much. There was just too much going on for us to be consistent in having our group meet at the church. Mm-hmm. So we talked to our friend who's the owner of Steamers West, Melissa, and she said, yeah, let's have it here.
And it works well because then I get to eat flatbread pizza and I don't have to make food for everybody. Because before, when we hosted it at the church, I would bring food for everybody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I prepped food for about 30 to 40.
Yeah.
And we'd have about 25 solid.
Right.
So that's actually a benefit to me. Mm-hmm. We can have it there. Melissa makes the flatbread pizzas.
Yep.
I don't have to do it.
And it's super a win-win because
we love it.
Melissa makes money.
Yep.
And we have a
great
nice
community base,
homey space to have a game night in. There's a great community base there, so it's totally a win-win. The Steamers West menu looked good. It is good, my friend.
I bought the kids this weekend
the breakfast pizza.
Was that Friday?
Yeah.
It was Friday. They had no school on Friday. So I bought them their new breakfast pizza from Steamers West, and they all snarfed it. I think a few of them had some pieces left over and had them for lunch. Mm-hmm. And they liked that a lot. And the other nice thing about going to a nice local small coffee shop is these amazing people who run these coffee shops get to learn every customer's order. And there is nothing greater to me than to roll up to our coffee shop and she says, do you want your drink and Sam's? And I go, yeah. And she goes, okay. And then she just makes it. And I don't have to remember any of the adjectives. I don't have to remember the size. I don't have to remember the flavors.
I don't have to remember any of them. I usually am like going, because they've hired a couple of new people.
Right,
recently.
and if we get a new girl,
when I pull up and the new girl's like, oh, hello, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
Right, you're like, can
I'm
I
just
get
trying
one
to
of
get
the
this
other
right.
There was a story a couple months ago or something.
Lewis is here. Hello,
Hi.
Lewis.
Sam pulls up at the coffee shop and ordered my drink from somebody different or somebody else, and they said, "Wait, is this for Jessie?"
Yeah.
And they go,
from like around the corner.
Is that
inside.
for Jessie? No.
Is this for Jessie?
She takes a 20 ounce, not a 16.
Yeah.
So they corrected Sam's order, and
I ordered it. This is a different time. A different time, I went in there and I said, oh, she wants me with coconut milk and all this stuff. And I forgot what she wrote down. But then, is it Tyra?
Yeah.
She like sticks her head around the I thought it was you. She doesn't want that.
Just scratching it.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
So there is something about that I really, really love. Yeah. It makes Wenatchee is not a big town, but it makes Wenatchee feel a very small town, and I really like that.
Yeah. Doug says, good decision on the game night. It needs to survive without Sam. Well,
no.
I don't think it's surviving with me right now. That is not the case. She has done a lot of the networking as far as putting things together and telling people about it.
And flyers up in places.
Flyers up and all that other kind of stuff. So it's, you're probably being tongue-in-cheek, Doug. I get that.
Either
but
way.
I do want to make sure, she's doing a lot of the work over there. From San Antonio. So the game night is going on. The next one that we have coming up is next Friday, and this is at.
This is at my work, and this is a very different kind of game night.
Yeah, it's going to be more family and kid based, I think.
Yes, it is.
Which is going to
really
show
affect
the
what
deficiencies in my collection.
We might have to make some more. Like we might have to make a different box set. Like there might have to be some that we have to get.
Yeah, I'm not taking the games that we.
Oh no! Take. But it is family. It goes through 8th grade, our school. So it's basically 8th graders and under, and their families. So there could be some bigger games, but or some bigger families that come. Maybe big sister comes, or something like that. Mm-hmm. But we really have to focus on what we're going to bring that is super kid appropriate, and then that makes me want to expand our kid appropriate list.
I do have a good number of games that are child appropriate, kid appropriate, but I just haven't played them in a long time. Like I think Botswana will be one of the ones that we would probably take that night. I think Horrified would work well. I think any of the Ticket to Ride Londons would work well.
I mean, for the, if we had a table
Nuts, All Queens Chess.
If we had a couple bigger kids that could do after us, like they would kind of like, maybe.
Ships. There's a whole lot of stuff. I taught.
Oh
Carter,
yeah, they like that.
Carter and Braden, pirate ships the other day. And that was they super enjoyed that one.
So
one guy 777 is here. Hello. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
$5, half for you two.
Kindly.
Blood Shoots and Ladder Rage. What a crossover that is.
I'm in.
Shoots and Ladders, Blood Rage.
Yes.
Blood Rage version.
Yes.
Haba games work well with younger kids. I know. That would be great if I actually had a good number of Haba games. I don't think I have any.
Well, we might be able to get some at Play It Again Toys. Play It Again Sports. No, I totally blanked out on the name. Hold on. It's coming back to me.
Hooked on Toys.
Hooked on Toys.
Play It Again Sports.
Hooked on Toys.
It's where you buy used sporting equipment. That's
Play
It Again Sports.
Same as Hooked on Toys.
It's kind of, I guess so. Coconuts is a good one, yeah.
We have that one.
Yep, we do have that one. Not My Eyeball Games. Good afternoon. Just got back from a great game night. Ooh. Just played Fall of the Mountain King. That sounds cool.
It sounds like there should be a theme music.
So Gateway Games will not work with this group. Here's the thing. I think when you're talking about games with kids, there's another level of what would be considered a gateway game for kids.
I think we could bring Junk Drawer.
Sure, yeah.
For the bigger kids.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it from a Venn diagram perspective, there's a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
But you still have to be conscious of the nuances that are there.
Well, I'm super excited about this because this is a kind of a tie-in between my work and my family and my hobby, and that's fun. But there's a funny story about this game night.
Go ahead.
I've been asking my boss for a couple of months now, hey, could we host a game night?
Yeah.
We'd love to do a game night here. Could we do a game night? And every time she's like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. We'll get it on the calendar. So the calendar came out, I don't know, the beginning of February, for February. And I looked over it, and there it says, family game night on the 23rd. And so my boss happened to be walking past, and I was like, hey, there's a family game night. That's great. Can we come? I'd love to bring some games and teach, and do some games. And she goes, oh, I meant to tell you you're hosting it. She was like, I forgot to tell you.
You've been voluntold.
Yeah, she totally was like, can you make it? I'm like, well, yeah, of course. But it was pretty funny.
How about the others? No. The others is like a
horror
Zombicide-esque.
Yeah, I was like, no, I think not.
But a little bit harder than Zombicide. So yeah, he said he was joking. I know you were joking.
I know. We know.
What age is your class? She has...
I teach from the 5s and unders, 5-year-olds and under. So I teach from 1-year-olds to 5-year-olds. But across the street at the other side of the school, we have 2 parts. Is the kindergarten, which is 5s, and through 8th grade. Mm-hmm. So...
The gamut.
I'm super excited. The whole thing.
The gamut is going to be there.
We could have any of those show up.
Yep. We literally could. We literally could. I doubt.
I don't think any
some of the littles are going to.
I don't think any of my littles, but they know I'm hosting it, so they might. There is a dinner provided there. They don't necessarily
know that you're hosting it.
Oh no, it went around the other side.
No dear. I might be a little sick that night.
I might be not sick. It'll be great. I'll run it. I'll take care of this.
You should.
It's got kids. I mean, come on.
Let's see here. Oh, you need the farming game. The farming game isn't great, but it's like a mashup of Wenatchee-themed Monopoly and Color Forms Orchards.
No, somebody just told us this.
I don't think it's the same one that you're talking about.
Oh, because Amber
the one that
told
we were
us.
talking about was a Kickstarter project that somebody had contacted me about.
No, not that game. No. Amber said, "Have you?" I don't know. Somebody at Citigroup was saying there's another Wenatchee farmy game, I
gotta look it up because I'm keep going, keep talking.
That's all. Yeah, no. I'm actually kind of excited about it. It'll be a totally different kind of game night, but it is kind of all my people's.
The farmer play?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember what she said.
Crazy Games? No, that looks like...
Daphne will be coming to that event. And Daphne works with a lot of the bigger kids. So my daughter Daphne, I work on one side with the younger kids. My daughter Daphne works after school care across the street with the bigger kids.
The farming game from 1979.
So Daphne has been voluntold that she will be at the gaming night, and those are all the kids she works with.
No, thank you.
Well, maybe not that one, but let's...
No, thank you. Not that one.
I'm super excited. It'll be a fun.
What about Stone Age? You might be able to play with the older kids. Same with Century Golem. Yep.
Yes, Century Golem for sure.
Those are ones that we will probably bring. I am doing the same thing. I got a group going from people I met at Night Watch. This group is a mix of new gamers and experienced gamers.
Oh, look at that.
I am trying to bring
there's like
gateway
two
games
worlds
into the mix.
combining there. I love it. People on our channel, meeting people at Night Watch, getting a group together.
Trying to catch the new players up with some of the experienced gamers. Lewis, may I offer a word of caution? You got to be careful with that. And again, I understand. I'm not trying to be overly critical here, but I do want to say, going at it with that mindset is that you need to catch up to us so that we can play the games that we want to play. Nah, no. Don't do that. Meet them where they are and stay there as long as they need to. If you want to build a good community, that's what you have to do. You can't try to lasso them up to where you want them to be. You got to let them grow on their own. So be careful with that mindset.
I'm sure he means it as I'm letting them go at their own pace and they're catching up to us.
Absolutely. I understand that's probably what he's saying, but if he's not,
then Sam just called you wrong.
Yeah. No, I didn't say wrong. I said, if that's the mindset that you're using, be careful, because it's dangerous. You could scare people away because they'll just be intimidated. So be very careful about that, buddy. Fee is here. Hello. Ragged Edge Doug said, I sold my farming game at a garage sale last year to a 70-year-old woman who had never played but was absolutely stoked to learn it.
Oh, that's adorable.
Plan on 3+ hours.
For the farming game?
No, thank you.
I don't like any game that's 3 hours. I start to make the face. Doug has seen this face.
Another issue with new gamers is I am an omni gamer, but I can tell the new gamers like only certain types of games, so trying to find their likes and dislikes. Okay. That's good.
Omni gamer?
Okay, omni gamer means that you will basically play whatever hits the table.
Omnivore, got it.
You will basically play whatever everybody else wants to play.
Right, but as a teacher, you have to kind of tailor it to where your people are. Yeah.
Quaxaquedlinburg never fails with younger kids. I don't own Quaxaquedlinburg, but that is a good game. Hi-Ho Cheerio. He does?
Isn't that the game we've played? Is there another game called Quacks?
No.
Then I think we've played it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll ask him. Hi-Ho Cheerio?
No.
Wow. I haven't played Hi-Ho Cheerio since I was a kid.
But maybe.
It's kind of terrible, but thematic to the area. We're not trying to find thematic games to the area.
We're just trying to find games that are going to work with our kids.
Games that'll work with
I'm actually really excited.
My daughter loved Pompeii when she was younger, throwing my people in the volcano.
That's awesome.
Basically what you do. Bang the Dice Game never fails, making up a top 10 list. That is true.
I was already thinking he might need to do that.
Bang the Dice Game is good.
Top 10 kid games.
No, I'm not the person to ask about that.
You are. You're the person that makes the top 10 lists, and you have the knowledge, and you can make the...
Tom would be able to do one on the spot.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
He would absolutely be able to.
That's awesome.
He's the one that used to review all of our Hobbit games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hobbit would just send him a whole... Like 25th Century did with us, Hobbit would send him a box of games.
That's cool.
And he went through all of them. Because that was back when his kids were
littles. Yeah.
And he would just play with his kids and then review them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We need a dice caricature of Jessie for the Dice Tower. Oh, and don't forget JT. That is correct. Well, that will happen sooner or later, probably. I am a good teacher, Sam. I know how to do this because I teach at their level and bring them up to their speed.
See,
and because I have
been
listening to you and Dice Tower guys for 10 years.
See?
Well, listen. I just wanted to provide that word of warning because how you worded your statement earlier, that was a little, it threw up some warning flags for me, that's all. Mountain Goats is a fun push your luck game from all player. That's good, that's okay. We can't get any of these games.
I mean, I'll have to, well,
we can't get them in, not in a week.
We have to go see what Hooked on Toys has. They might have some of these older games. They might have.
I doubt it.
I don't know. We'll go.
I doubt it.
Look at that. Now I made an excursion for us. I just added another adventure we get to have.
Yay. Hooked on Toys.
I was going to say, you guys want to joke? You want to laugh? I should have Sam take a drink. My drink.
No.
Oh, he makes
No,
the
thank
best
you.
faces.
My friends, 2 daughters, 8 and 11, really like mountain goats, okay? Mountain goats is great, Anthony says. Anthony's, that's your last name. I have a character limit. I cannot write a book here.
That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to add some of these games that we don't have.
Mountain goats, Pompeii. I'm just telling you so you can write it down.
Thank you.
Quacks we think we could get from JT, so don't worry about that. And we ain't writing down the farming game.
Okay. Well, if you guys come up with more,
that
that will
ain't
help
happening.
my littles.
Blood shoots and ladder rage would be something.
I'm telling you, I think that needs to happen.
So we got that coming up the week after
So
that.
instead of being able to send your people to Valhalla, you just send them down the...
No, they have to climb the ladder.
They have to climb back up. Yes!
So tomorrow we have an event with the Wenatchee Wild, our local hockey team, and we're going to be teaching these 2 games. Split-O, which is a little card game that goes from 3 to 8 players. But it also has a 2-player variant in there as well. So I thought we might be able to do that before tomorrow, but we're both kind of tired. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but Ticket to Ride London is the other one that we're going to be sending. So 25th Century sent us a metric ton of games.
We are so grateful.
And that is like super. Everybody from tomorrow's event is going to walk away with a copy of Volumino. They sent us 12 copies of Split-O to play during the event. They also sent, I think, 3 copies of like 5 other games.
We are so grateful for all the donations that people
Absolutely.
have given us for this event, and the fact that we have some amazing prize packages for people. I'm really excited about that.
We have 3 packages that have 13 games in each of them, and then we have 7 others that have anywhere from 2 to 5 in there. So we have 10 packages, 10 prize packages
that's
altogether.
Amazing. That's amazing.
So Days of Wonder sent some stuff in. They also sent us 24 copies of Ticket to Ride London so that we can use that during the event.
That's so amazing.
And they also sent a copy of Ticket to Ride Europe. That was to go into one of the prize packages. Wolf Designer sent us 4 copies of Trick Shot, hot off the presses.
It is so exciting. I'm so excited.
Let's see who else. I gotta tell every. Oh, dadgummit.
You have a list on your phone.
Red Raven sent us, I think, 6 copies of Nightfall and 6 copies of Megaland. And then Simon sent us a copy of Massive Darkness 2 Hellscape. A couple of the Marvel United boxes, one for the X-Men and one for the Avengers. The deluxe copy of the Scooby-Doo board game that I wanted to take for myself and just put my retail copy in there, but that would be...
Nope, we don't do that.
That would be not cool. So, but they sent a deluxe version of that. They sent a deluxe version of Wacky Races. They sent...
It's going to be, we're going to take lots of pictures. It's going to be amazing.
So, super kudos, 25th Century, Red Raven, Days of Wonder, Wolf Designer, Simon. Those are the 5.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, super cool. Very, very, very cool. Clue, the Great Museum Caper is another one I bring out for kids. I used to use that in Korea when I was teaching English as a second language.
Clue, but not the Great Museum Caper.
No,
I don't have it anymore.
It was really... I would teach it, I would use it so that they had to use English.
Nice.
They couldn't communicate with in Hangul. They had to use English. So... that was a really good one. I totally agree with that, Doug. Vanessa says, I struggled hard with Volumino. Too much math in it for me. Well, we're not teaching that tomorrow. We're just.
It is a prize package.
It's a door prize. So basically, everybody that comes is going to get a copy of Velomino.
I don't do anything.
So that's cool. We're just going to be teaching Splitto and Ticket to Ride London during the event. Tom says, "I want to come to that event."
I know. I mean, you wait till you see these prize packages. They're huge. We can't enter them.
Hattie Anthony. Yep. Not my eyeball games. You guys look great. Thank you.
Thank you.
David Brownlee too. Whoever bought the last unsettled Supernova Kickstarter bundle from Gameswork Create, thank you. You saved me a ton of money.
Oh. That's funny.
10 years ago, I saw your top 10 list of gateway games for new gamers, and I took your 30 games list, went to a board game store, and they told me to come back the next day. This was before Night Watch opened. How many Days of Wonder games you have before Asmodee bought it and after they bought it? Well, I think any of the Days of Wonder games that I have now, except for these smaller Ticket to Ride boxes, we have 4 of these. We have New York, San Francisco, Amsterdam, and London. But I mean, other than that, any of the Days of Wonder games that I have would have been before the Asmodee acquisition. So, I mean, we're talking Shadows, Colosseum, Memoir 44. I don't know. I don't have everything categorized in my head like that. I'm looking at trying to find Days of Wonder's logo as I'm looking at all of these things. I'm on screen, kind of. So
you're there.
You can talk. Oh, all of the Ticket to Ride boxes. I mean, Ticket to Ride Germany, Ticket to Ride Nordic countries, France, Rails to Sales, Europe, base game, Marklin, the UK, the Netherlands, Africa. So let's just suffice it to say a lot.
Many. See, now you're in trouble.
Sam's personally responsible for my irresponsibility. No, I'm not. No, you can't do that. You chose to make the choices that you made.
He said he was influenced by you.
No, he said I was personally responsible. No, I may have influenced, I may have even sparked some of your irresponsibility, but ultimately the choice was yours. Doug says, I have 16 Days of Wonder games plus expansions, and I blame Sam and the Dice Tower for all of it.
That's funny.
Y'all need to get a backbone and start taking your own responsibility for your own actions. Fee says, I have a few.
Yeah, we do.
Take Fractured Sky if you own it. Oof. Fractured Sky.
Oh, but that's the one we played with JT?
With JT. I don't think kids would.
No,
I don't think that would be a good one. Most grateful, Chris says. Of course you are, sir.
Oh.
How do you like those new type of Ticket to Ride games, the London type games, the shorter version, I say? I love them.
I like them.
Because I will be honest, we played Ticket to Ride so much that I'm kind of burnt out on it. And to sit down and play an hour-and-a-half game of Ticket to Ride is asking a lot these days. So a 30 to 40 minute version of Ticket to Ride, really nice. I like them a lot. And plus, they all have their own little...
It says 10 to 15 minutes.
That's a lie. It'll take you 5 minutes to explain the game.
It says learn the game in 3 minutes. It specifically says that.
Also a lie.
And it says 10 to 15.
Because, no. I mean, 30 minutes, okay, sure. That's if you tell them this is what you can do on your turn, and this is how you score points, and now we can play. But you're not telling them anything else other than that. No, that's not okay.
That's what it says.
Seven Wonders Architects is an easy game to teach. I don't have Architects. I only have the base game. Which was the first Command and Colors game that I played? The Command and Colors game the first Command and Colors game I played, I think, was I want to say it was Battle Cry. I don't think I played any of the Ancients first. I don't even think I played Memoir 44 first. I think I played, it was either Battle Cry, or if you want to consider Star Wars: The Queen's Gambit a Commands and Colors game, if you want to do that, because I think it is, but it uses the same kind of mechanism. But it might have been that one, but I'm pretty sure it was Battle Cry. 3 minutes to teach if they knew the original game. Yes. This would take 3 minutes to teach if you're already familiar with Ticket to Ride. Because there are nuance rules in this, in all of these. They all have their own little nuances. So 10 to 15 minutes if all players knew the game and played lighthearted. I wouldn't even say lighthearted. I would say 10 to 15 minutes if everybody played lightning fast. I can't imagine playing a whole game of Ticket to Ride London in 15 minutes. I just can't. The only way I can say that is just, it's not a practical truth. You may be able to play a game in 15 minutes, but you are playing go, 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 go. And that's just not practical. That's not how people play. Current thoughts on Reavers of Midgard, worth picking up still? I think so. But again, I'm not the one that can say whether or not you can afford it. If you can afford it and you're interested in it, yeah, I think it's still a valid game to be purchasing at this point. Yes, I do. JT and I both really enjoy the game. We've both been talking about how we want to get back to the table in the near future. So maybe that'll be one of our live plays that we do in the near future. I don't know. I take personal responsibility for listening to the wise Sam. He is my Socrates. Okay. Vanessa says, I agree on Seven Wonders Architects. It's good for new gamers because it pretty much plays itself. Lots and lots of card drawing luck. Okay. That would actually be good for kids. I just played Architects. I like the quick version of Seven Wonder, even though I never played the original Seven Wonders. David Brownlee says, to Fee, what did Fee ask? Maybe Forbidden Island? Yeah, those are good ones. Those are all Game Right games. I have...
You have Forbidden Island.
Yeah, I think I have Forbidden Island, and then I also have Forbidden Skies. I don't have the Forbidden Forest, which is the new one that came out. Forbidden Island is a good call. Game Right games are good for kids too, yes. Loot comes to mind. We have Loot as well. That's another good one. Write those two down.
Which ones?
What
did you just say?
Mick is here. Okay, Game Right games. So Forbidden Island and Forbidden Skies, although Forbidden Skies I don't think would be good. There's a little bit of wonkiness with the electric rail thingies. And then Loot, L-O-O-T. Mick is here. Hello, Mick. Good to see you. Mick is from Mick and Starla from Our Family Plays Games. So that's cool, cool, cool. Good to see you here. Anything you think replaces Reavers? No, not really, Chris. Not off the top of my head. I mean, Champions and Reavers both have... I mean, Champions is kind of, worker placement and then go out and do stuff. And Reavers is very similar to that, but it's a little bit more Euro... No. Yeah, it's a little more Euro-y than Champions is. So I don't think there's... I couldn't answer that question. I'll put it that way. I don't know. Because it's been so long since I've played Reavers. that I don't want to say anything. Just the long and the short of it. Tom says, hi, Mick. Forbidden Desert. Forbidden Desert, Forbidden Island, Forbidden Forest.
So you want me to write those down? No.
I thought there was a Forbidden Sky. There had to have been a Forbidden Sky. I'm looking for it. I don't even know.
Come back. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah. Don't you tell me what to do, lady. Forget about it. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Maybe an idea for a new segment, playthrough of older games people don't see much anymore. I know. I know. We talk about that all the time. It's a super good idea. I wish I could just make a channel out of doing that.
I know.
Because we got plenty of stuff to do.
I know.
But people keep sending us new stuff. So which again, first
we
world
so
problems.
Grateful.
Don't get me
super
wrong.
Grateful.
Yeah, we're super grateful. But I mean,
I know. I keep telling you that.
You know, it's literally like you get to drink from the fire hose. Yay!
Oh, come on now. It's not that bad.
There is a Forbidden Sky. Yeah, I knew there was. Let's see. Maybe King of Tokyo played without the cards. Oh, without the... Well, that makes the game boring.
They're kids.
That's true. They're just going to want to roll the dice anyway. They're not going to be able to... Some of them might not be able to read the cards, let alone be able to use them.
That's a valid point.
Let's see here. Have you ever test played Porik's new skirmish game? I have. I haven't actually played it, but he has done an extensive explanation of it. And I would love to play it, but time has not allowed me to do so yet. I would love to, actually, because Porik's put a lot of thought into it. And I think he's got a pretty fun game there.
Nice.
No, you have to pay the bills. Yep. Yeah, I know. But see, that's the thing. Sometimes I wonder if playing the older games just so that people can see them might have some of that. But see, the problem with that is, and again, it's not really a problem per se.
Maybe you should just do 1 day a week where you do one video a week where you play an older game. In all your copious amounts of free time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Let's see. There is a smaller YouTube channel that covers older games called Undiscovered Games. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I just don't know. We miss playing the older games. Mick says it's so hard as content creators have to keep up with the new games, but we miss playing games just from 2022, right? I mean,
I know, that's what we talk about.
I mean,
that's a real...
That's kind of the moniker, right? An old game is something that didn't come out last year.
Right.
You know? I'm like, then what am I being 49 years old? Is that right?
Yes, my baby.
49.
He's a baby.
Shush.
Baby.
I mean, to use the word old on something that's more than 2 years old. I mean, I guess we've been doing it in the IT category of things. You know, the, you know, computers and all that kind of stuff. Computer stuff.
You only have the iPhone 6?
Our kids have the 8 SE, right?
SE 6.
Yeah,
I don't know what
the
that
8.
is.
It's an 8 SE. That's basically what it is. And so,
my phone's so old.
yeah, my phone's so old. Oh my gosh. It actually
buy
isn't.
your own phone, and then
you have
to
more
complain.
computing power in that.
Yeah, than my
5-year-old
PC at work.
phone.
Literally.
Than our PCs did. Than the stupid.
My PC at work.
Don't get us started.
it is you can print to it or print from it to one specific printer.
Yeah.
It is literally hardwired into the PC.
Right.
It's the only printer I can print to, and I can only do anything on Google Docs. I don't have Word. I don't have Excel. I don't have Microsoft.
You gotta understand that
It's a church.
her workplace is like the
like
the stepchild of the entire organization. It's like, oh, this doesn't work anymore?
Give it to the preschool.
Give it to the preschool. Maybe they can get it to work. She has a copier.
Yeah, you heard that.
That is the size of a freaking refrigerator in her office. It takes
and it's
up
loud.
Her office is not that large.
And
she's got this refrigerator of a copier right as you walk in the door.
And weren't you there when they told us this?
And a lady walks in, she goes, okay. She kind of rubs it on the side. Let's see if we can get it to work today. Oh, it worked. You know, it's like, my goodness, people, just spend $150 at Office Max and get you something that works. But yeah,
we are kind of the forgotten stepchild.
Mick says we have 2024 games pouring in. So hard to go back. Yep, it is. It really is. Ice Cool, very another one. Write that down. Ice Cool is another one for kids. Downforce, okay. Strike, I don't own Strike, but that's good. But yeah, Mick, you're right, man. It once that faucet starts pouring, it's really hard to, because you don't want to tell people not to send you stuff.
No, please.
And that's not where we're at. But we just have to try to find the time to get to all the stuff that we want to do instead of being, not really had to have been made. Because I tell you what, okay, here's the thing. When I started the channel last year in May, I was just coming off of working for almost 3 years. Not quite 3 years, but almost 3 years in the industry with 2 different companies. And, well, a third if you count the contract work that I did for Diced at Gen Con. And after having spent the 3 years from going with content creation with the Dice Tower, having your finger on the pulse, playing all the new stuff, or at least as much of it as you possibly could, going from that to being heads down working for a company for 3 years, when you come out of that, you're like, okay, what did I miss? I missed everything, right? And so from then until now, I've been slowly trying to work my way back into all the new stuff. And I'm finding, like, for example, Cafe, that's a 2020 game. And I'm like, this is amazing. What are some of the other ones that I've been doing? I mean, After Us was a 2023, I think, art project 2023. Tenpenny Parks was 2022. All the Unmatched stuff has come out since I started working with those other companies. So it's like all of this stuff that I'm finding now and I'm coming up and I'm being introduced to now, people have known about for 2 years. And they're like, you're kind of behind the curve there, Bell. And I'm like, well, it's... So basically, I'm just like refreshing people's memories at this point. Let's see here. Noble Knight is a good place to find the older games. Yep, I do. I am aware of Noble Knight. I actually purchased that copy of Battle Lore 2nd edition at Noble Knight. And it came with a... how should I say this? A less than stellar paint job on only about 10% of the miniatures that are in the box. So I'm going to have to strip those and start over. Let's see here. We okay, Michael. Okay, Michael is the one that told us that brought up Ice Cold, Downforce, Strike. Those will all be good. I don't have Trekking Through History or Trekking the World. I believe in getting one video play of good old games for eternity on YouTube. LOL. Like old video of Sam finally playing TI3 after Cubs win World Series to watch whenever I like. To learn or for entertainment. Donating old computer equipment is how you show you dislike the recipient.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with your assessment.
I don't know.
No, wait. We also have landlines in my building. Like actual landlines.
Wow.
Like
the wall jacks?
Yes.
Wow. Well, we do too here. We just don't use them.
I don't think we have wall jacks, and I didn't miss ones.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
My building is a little. My school is amazing, and I love my job. They're a little old school. They will not get us direct deposit.
That's what I was just about to say. When she says old school,
in checks.
Yeah, that are like hand signed.
Yes, literally. We get paid in checks. That are hand signed.
Which is fine. No, it's not.
All of us have mobile apps on our phone so we can deposit our our money without going to the bank. But that's how we roll. We have timesheets on paper. We have a computer box, like one CPU, that prints to one little printer.
For them, it's not that they dislike the preschool. It's just that they have a huge hoarding mentality when it comes to,
You've been in the basement.
Oh my gosh. We won't even talk about the basement. The basement is where I go to feel good about the room I'm sitting in and our garage. When I go into the basement where she works, I'm like, oh, our stuff isn't that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Because they have things that they will never use again, neatly stored away. It's like that warehouse at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. The cart goes into the back and then turns at it, and you ain't going to see that no more. That's what that is.
Basement. Yeah.
That's the basement down there. Fireball Island, that's another one.
I think, yeah.
Vanessa says, I went to a small Catholic grade school. We were still using 80s computers in the 90s.
Yeah.
Most of them weren't even color. Ooh.
That's my...
Wow.
That's my...
No, that's not
computers,
as bad. No,
I know.
That's not as bad as your preschool. Most gamers want to know about what's new. I'm different. Also like to see the old games. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. The cult of the new, as they are called. I don't necessarily like that game, but that name, but it's kind of what it's called. You know, everybody is always chasing after that new shiny stuff. That does kind of fuel what content creators cover.
Right. Well,
because that's what people are looking for.
To be unique, you could do one a week of random old games.
Cockroach poker would be a nice. I
don't even know what that name is, but I'm scared.
Cockerlocken poker. Cockerlocken poker. That's how I think that's the German name of it. Cockerlocken poker. She's never played it.
Clearly.
Just once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, just play an old good game you have not played in a while.
I agree.
Good idea,
I think you could do that. I think you should do that.
I think we might do that. I played an older game on Friday night, Warsaw, City of Ruins. It's not a great looking game, but it was pretty fun once we got the rules right.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Cartagena would probably be a good game for kids if you have it. I do not have it. Wow. Czechs. That is old school. And they used the Czechs. French Czechs.
That's literally, wow. I mean, that is, yeah.
When you go to Dice Tower headquarters, you need to have Tom do a Ketchupalooza with you. That would be a fun thing to do. I don't know when it's going to happen, though. We're going to, I've been talking to him recently about going to Dice Tower West. That's what's next on the horizon.
Well, that's coming up very soon.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Couple of weeks.
We're going to be doing a, I just put my team together. For the panel that I'm going to do.
Oh, fun.
It's going to be me, Brian from Gaming with ADHD, Brian Wade.
Nice.
BJ Shea, and Bree. Why did I just forgot her last name? What I want to. She's from Arcane Wonders. Don't tell me in the chat. I have it right here. Goldman. I was thinking Goldman, but I'm so bad with names, I don't have confidence. She works with Arcane Wonders. She's going to do top 5 with BJ Shea and Brian Wade and myself. BJ is actually a radio personality over in Seattle. He just switched radio stations as well, and I've met him before.
Oh yeah,
but
you told me that.
He's a good guy. When I actually moved up here, he actually announced on his rock music station. This wasn't even like a board game podcast or anything. He was like, the Sam Healy's moving up to the area, and I'm like, I don't think your audience cares, but thanks, dude. You know.
You should have him over. We should play over here.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
Is he in Seattle?
He's busy. Yeah, he's in Seattle, but he's busy. But yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Landlines are how you network your floppy drives to create your 5 megabyte RAID 5 NAS.
I don't have a US.
No idea what you're talking about,
I
David.
do not have a USB port on my PC.
I still vividly remember my mom writing checks out at Kmart as payment.
I'm telling you.
I remember writing checks at the grocery store.
With that being said, I still have my checkbook.
I will not do it anymore, and I don't let her use it.
I do, but you have to use it for like school ASB. Now we don't, but I swear, when I moved here, we still needed to use them. Don't give me that look.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see what Daphne's score is.
Daphne's
at a competition right now, or done with a competition right now, so I'm trying to see what her score was.
Do you have a copy of Cosmic Encounter and all its expansions? I think I have most of the expansions, but maybe not all of them. I played with a new group recently. They like it, but bumps in the road when I forgot about the green, yellow, and red aliens. Yeah. Hey, that's my fish, Trash Pandas, Happy Salmon, Taco Cat, Goat Cheese, Pizza, and Clask. We do have Clask. We could take Clask. And I think we have Taco Cat, Goat Cheese, Pizza as well. But do you have that silly toilet Roman game? I think it was Roman. It's not Roman. Yeah, it is Roman, but it's called Pecunia non ole, which means money doesn't stink.
Show it. You don't have it. Nobody believes you.
I have it. I have it. Now where is it?
It's like over there somewhere.
I don't have it up on the shelf. It's in one of the bags.
Oh, no.
Because I actually did take it somewhere.
Oh, no. Now we'll never
And now
find
you've put me out there. Now I can't prove that I have Pecunia non ole, but I actually do have it. We are going to have to play that game soon.
I've been saying that, too.
People have been asking for it.
You don't ever listen to me. I said that. No, he does listen to me. He's the sweetest.
Cool thing, something that might be starting up. A guy a friend of mine at church, Max, plays Age of Sigmar, and we might be getting together to do some Beastgrave, which is Warhammer Underworlds. So that's going to be coming up. We might have a series. We don't know right now because he has to check with his wife, make sure it's okay with her, and then check with work, make sure he can get the time off. But right now his work's kind of slow, what he said. So maybe on Friday we're going to be doing a painting video, and we're going to be painting up our Beastgrave warbands, and then on a future day we'll actually play the game. Bring Pecunia non ole to the game night. I'm sure all the kids will be dying to play the poop game.
I mean, really, that would...
I don't know. Bring on the poop.
We don't allow potty words at school, so...
Poop isn't a potty word.
Poop is a potty word.
Poop is not a party word.
It's not a party word.
What about toilet? That's a potty word.
We don't allow potty.
That's a potty word.
You can't say poop.
Why? Can you say pee-pee?
No, we just don't talk potty words.
You say urine?
No, I don't know what we say. We just say go potty.
That's a potty word.
But we don't allow them to say poop.
Why?
Because it's a potty word.
What about defecate? Can I teach the kids to say defecate?
No.
I'm going to now.
When I was a babysitter in Ellensburg, I worked for Roger Fouts, who was the original person who taught the chimpanzees at Central Washington University to use sign language and communicate.
Yeah.
The first one in the nation, this whole movement. But anyway, he taught his children sign language also. And I had this little 3-year-old come up to me, and he was signing. And I said, I don't know what it means. And he goes, I have to go make feces. And I looked at him, and I'm like 14. And I didn't know what feces was. So I was like, we don't say that. In our house of farmers and ranchers, you think we're going to say feces? No.
I'm pretty sure by the age of 14, I knew what feces was.
I had no idea what this kid was talking about.
Strider says, I know what feces is.
So I seriously was like, I don't think.
Let's see. Everybody has to poop. Why is that a cancel word? Cancel word.
Cancel culture. It is you can't say poop at school.
Why?
It's a potty word. This isn't at my school. We can't say the word poop.
Really? That's a rule?
No potty talk.
You can't. That's not potty talk. That's like information.
Well, okay, so we can ask the kids, like, did you poop or do you have to poop? But we don't allow them to say at the snack table, for example, poop, 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 poop.
Okay, well, that's different.
No, then we say no potty
No,
words.
there's a difference between slang, which is what that would be, just unnecessary usage of the word, and then saying, teacher, I have to poop.
They don't say that. They just say, I have to go potty.
That leaves out valuable information.
It does not. Stop. No more talk about that. Stop. Stop.
Can I teach the kids to say defecate? I'm gonna. I don't spend enough time there. I won't be able to do that. The kids can say number 1 and or number 2, but what if it is number 3? Or 4. Did you know that there's a 4?
No, I don't want to know what there is. Stop. I don't want to know.
I don't think there's a 4. I was just saying.
I don't even want to know. I want to know.
That was a venturing and asking the question. I didn't know. Don't say poop. You got to hold it till you get home.
No, but never mind.
What? You got to hold it till you get home?
Ask our high schoolers about that. They hate going to the restrooms at the public schools.
Yeah.
There is a mad rush for our 2 bathrooms at 3:45.
You start asking when they get in the car. Did you go to the bathroom before you get in this car? Nope.
No.
Hit it.
Did you go potty? Ask them if they go potty. They hate it when I say that to them.
Potty?
Oh, they can't stand it.
Why?
Because it's a preschool word,
Who?
so I'm stuck.
Who?
The boys.
Really?
Yeah. When I say, did you go potty? They both go, we don't go potty.
Yeah, absolutely they do. Every human goes potty.
You gotta quit making me laugh. I cough every time. Oh my goodness. Stop talking about poop. I'm done.
No, this is fun. This is why Pequeño Nanole is a fun game, because it's about poop. And it breaks down barriers.
Can't say potty words.
I'm going to say poop. I'm going to say poop.
You make me laugh.
At 4+, you should see a doctor. That is correct. 4 is liquid poop, Sam. No, liquid poop is diarrhea. And that's 3. You have 1, which is pee-pee.
La 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 la.
See, in Korea, they would say, teacher, I have to go pee.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
And then in Korea, they would also say, I have to go poop. That's,
I think
that's what the Korean words are.
They can say that.
Shimaru wayo is I have to go pee, and don't. I think I might be speaking the slang, but I think it's 동 hajuseo, which is like poop. I have to do it, please, or something. But that's like
No, they say that.
Very many years old.
And we say, did you poop? Did you pee? Like,
well,
we
then
say that.
you can't say it's a potty word if you say it.
I'm telling you, there's a difference between when they're sitting at the table saying poop, poop, poopity, poop, poop, poop.
Hypocritical teachers. You can't. The kids can't ask to go poop, but you can ask them if they had to go poop. If they did go poop.
Bunch of hypocrites. This is weird.
Stop. Hypocrites.
Stop talking about it.
Poopy
You're
poop
weird.
poop poop. That's right.
Oh my goodness, you gotta stop.
Pretty sure Sam once said DD for diarrhea. Did I?
That sounds like something Sam would say.
DD? I don't think so. I don't think
they know you more than I do, so
that's probably
I'm not
true.
disagreeing with
They
you.
remember what I said before I did. Just silent read the above. Too late. Yeah, I don't silent read stuff. No. That's hilarious. It was the same with my high schoolers. Apparently, this is a teen thing now. They totally gross out when I use the restroom at a store.
Oh, yeah. They can't. Oh, my goodness.
Vanessa says, bathroom humor is fun for all ages. That is correct. That is correct. I am looking at the video title. We seem to have gotten off topic.
Yeah. Do you think?
No, we're not off topic. What were we talking about?
Poop.
Yeah,
Only.
that's
That's
not
it.
off topic.
All of it.
Poop is a natural thing. Never mind. This is the oh my section. See?
Oh, yeah. See, there we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting us back.
How is it there are still kids who don't know the diarrhea song? Do you know the diarrhea song? Mm-hmm. How does it go?
When you're sliding in first.
And your pants start to burst?
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea, yeah.
It's from Parenthood. Remember when they sang it in Parenthood?
You're sliding into home and your pants start to foam, diarrhea. Yeah.
Can we stop?
When you're sliding into third and you feel a wet turd, diarrhea.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We are.
Can we just delete this?
Are
Can
you not
stop?
entertained?
Stop. Don't encourage him. Don't.
Double
say anymore.
standards is right. They should call them deuce standards.
Double standards.
Yeah, deuce standards. You should drop them.
I swear, you guys have got to stop. He's got the giggles now.
Woo! Stop. The conversation that I come in on. Yes, Nick, welcome. Welcome.
You know, Nick, we roll things a little differently here.
My dog knows what those words means and now has decided it's time. Thanks, guys. LOL.
Okay, now that was funny.
Maybe that's why Strider got up and was like, hey, you want me to go try to do that?
My grandma, who was, 4'7" and funny, she used to say, do your duty.
Do your duty.
And like a double pun, like
Yeah,
D-U-T-Y and duty. So she used to say that all the time, and that was her thing.
So Vanessa says it was during a top 10, I believe. You said pee-pee, doo-doo, dee-dee.
That's funny.
Pee-pee, poo-poo, and dee-dee.
I could see him saying
I don't know where that came from. I don't think I would have thought up that on my own. I might have gotten it from one of my kids. Maybe Aiden said that. I don't know. I have no idea.
We've had too many discussions.
I'm just thinking about
Because we had a
ways
discussion
that I
this afternoon with the big kids, too.
But that was cat-induced.
Stop. Don't. No. No more. I don't want to know. Blah, blah, blah. But. Blah, 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 blah.
I had to use the scissors.
Stop talking about this. Focus.
Yeah, I'm focused.
Look here.
All right, I'm focused.
Oh, my goodness.
I had to hold it down.
I'm still.
And she had to do the cutting.
I swear.
It's the definition of a cat that has too much fur. I'm just saying. This conversation stinks. No, it doesn't. Sam, I once saw a documentary about how ancient human civilizations dealt with all of the waste disposals.
Oh, that's interesting.
Lewis says, I know the Pepto-Bismol song. I'm literally laughing so hard my stomach hurts, and I'm crying.
Sorry, that was a cackle. I'm really glad, Vanessa.
This gives the flip side a whole new meaning.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
When you want to lose your dignity, come on over to the flip side.
Oh, there's some truth in that.
Jesse's going to hate me. I love the 10 years of Sam speaking about poop on YouTube. Like I said, videos are forever. Yeah.
See?
I don't think... Well, here's the thing. I think one of the more iconic moments of a Dice Tower top 10 is when I said, if someone, it was on our list about what you should be doing as a game store owner. And my number one, one of them, I think it was my number one. Maybe it was just in the top 5, but it was like, if people don't want to defecate in your store, you need to clean.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
If they don't want to literally do the business in your bathroom, that is a problem.
Yes, I agree. I agree. But oh my gosh, you gotta stop.
See you on the flush side.
Every time I laugh, I cough. See, you guys have to stop. I got a cough drop in, and I'm still laughing.
Yes, especially when he draws it out. Poop. Yes.
You guys are encouraging him. He's just got the giggles, and he's like reading it.
I am not encouraged. I am just simply...
I told him the other day that we should play that game, though.
Yes.
I said we should play it on a Friday Live.
We should.
With JT.
That's something that we could probably do. We can probably do that. I just watched that video, Chris says. That's awesome. That was at a Dice Tower East. I remember specifically that. I mean, that's like it happened yesterday. And
I'm gonna have
really
to.
Fun.
Well, I don't have any time. I was gonna say I have to go back and watch some of these old videos of Sam so I can see the Sam that you guys knew, or that you still know that I didn't know. Yeah. But I just like this Sam so much.
I just remembered another joke. But it's not really a joke, it's just like a one-liner.
You're gonna do it, go ahead. I cannot rein him back, you guys.
You don't actually buy Taco Bell. You just rent it.
That's terrible.
No, it's true, though. It's absolutely true.
I like it better when you sit up here, not back there. I like laying back.
Well, I'm trying to relax. I'm being chill.
I'm chill.
Yeah,
Sitting up straight.
We have this event tomorrow, and I have no idea how it's going to go. Although it was really cool at the game on Wednesday night.
This was
they
so cool.
actually on the big jumbotron, they actually flashed up the
whole banner,
the banner that they had made for the event, and it was like the Flipside logo with all of the other game company logos. And they were like telling the crowd, "Come on, on Sunday." And
I was trying to get the camera out so fast, I felt like I could not. I didn't get a picture of it, but it was really cool to see our logo up on the big jumbotron at the Wenatchee Wild. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't get a picture of it, but it was so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They did it twice, and
every time I missed it.
And we missed it both times, yeah. Ironic, we just got back from Taco Bell after game night. Well,
we know what's gonna.
Just ask the fans to find the links to the videos you want to see and see them at your own time.
I know. That's what I have a couple that you guys have suggested that are.
And when are you going to have JT on a Q&A? We've done one so far. And it was like at the tail end of one of the unboxings that we did. We did I think it was the unboxing of, I don't remember what game we were unboxing. I want to say it was his,
his game?
Breakthrough, not Breakthrough. The one from Chip Theory Games, the big Too Many Bones. But I do I do want to have him on, but the problem is that he has a regular 9 to 5, and basically he works 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and then he takes Fridays off so he can come over here and stream with us. And so Saturdays and Sundays are kind of his time to do stuff around the house
and family
time. So I don't want to take him away from those, and he doesn't want to be taken away from those things either. So it's harder to get JT in on one of these Q&As. He's already helping out tomorrow at the him and Mel both are going to help out tomorrow at the
so awesome.
Wenatchee Wild event.
Stop.
So there's, I'm very cautious to ask JT to do any more than he already does, because he already does a lot, and he doesn't ask for any kind of compensation for it, and I don't really have compensation for him anyway. So I'm very cautious to ask him to do more than he already does. And when I do, I always say,
if you can, no pressure, no stress.
No stress. If you can't, just please tell me. So, but yeah, it's not because I don't want him to do it. I would very much like to have him do a Q&A and stuff like that, and let you guys grill him, and because he's a great guy, you guys will like him even more after he has some Q&As with you. But it's really just a scheduling thing right now. That's the only reason why. You also went live with JT at CalgaryCon. Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a live every single day at Calgary Tabletop Game Day. Did you meet Jessie and JT after you moved to Washington State? Kinda. Definitely Jessie, yes. I didn't meet her until a year after I'd already been here. But with JT was a fan of the Dice Tower when I was with the Dice Tower. And so when I was leaving, he, along with 2 other guys that lived here in town, reached out and said, hey, when you get into town, let us know. We'll help you unpack. And that's when I met JT. And we've been good friends ever since. Let's see, do you collect anything other than board games or have any other hobbies?
I used to. I've been culling it. I used to have a huge Wonder Woman collection. You've been culling it? Why? Because it doesn't fit who I am anymore.
Yes, it does.
I've been slowly I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
No.
I still have some that I won't get rid of. But
you don't get to call anymore.
I haven't officially called. I've just been that doesn't.
Put it all back then.
We'll see. I used to collect Wonder Woman a lot, obsessively, Wonder Woman stuff. And before Sam moved in,
my first gift to you.
Yeah, it was my Wonder Woman ornament.
Yep.
I have that. Oh yeah, I'm not getting rid of that. I used to collect Wonder Woman stuff, including all my old comics, my Wonder Woman comics. I've loved Wonder Woman since I was probably about 5 years old, when the old show came out with Linda Carter. And I have loved it, but I loved my comic books. I loved Wonder Woman. So I don't have a big collection anymore, but I had a lot of Wonder Woman stuff.
Keep talking, I'll be right back.
Oh dear.
No, they just said something, gave me an idea.
And before I moved to Wenatchee, I used to dedicate a lot of my time to quilting. I had a whole quilting room in my big house at the house in Bothell. It was a 4-bedroom house, and my 4th bedroom was entirely my quilting house. Oh dear. So I used to quilt. I don't anymore. One time, and 2, I felt that was a different season in my life. That was a season in my life where I would have rather locked myself away in my quilting room and not interacted with people. Whereas now I would rather be with Sam, with you, with people. Babe, you gotta come back eventually.
I am.
Okay. I'm like, don't go. Really?
Shh.
So those were my hobbies before that. I don't think that we as a family have any other hobbies except following our kids around in sports, driving our kids around to their sports, cheering for our kids in their sports.
Box up at the top.
Yeah, start with that one.
I'm scratching this off.
That's all right. Just flip it the other way. Nobody can see.
No, I'm going to be careful about it because, not that it really matters.
I mean, you guys could ask us and we'd probably tell you. So, you know.
We won't.
We won't, but.
Doug was just able to find out.
A lot of people were.
All right, so here's an unboxing because we did get some stuff in, and this is a game that I got from Germany. A dueling card game by Christian Kudal, Marvin Hagen, Richard Garfield, hey, and Scaff Elias. This one is called, it's from Nerd Lab, and illustrations by Dennis Martinetz, graphic design by Maximilian Gotthold. But this is called Mindbug. Mindbug Beyond Evolution.
Stop! Oh, puppy.
And Mindbug Beyond Eternity. Strider, no. Drop it. He did.
No, lay down.
So,
Lay down.
I don't have the,
The grapefruit knife? It was on your desk.
was it?
Last time I saw it.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't sound fine.
I'm fine. I've been kind of battling the plague for the past couple of days. Everybody in my office.
The grapefruit knife is not here. I think I took it out there. I'm not going to go
He's
out there.
super sick.
You okay over there?
Yes.
So we're going to just be careful here. There we go. So we are, I don't have the second camera set up. I wasn't planning on doing this. So
Beyond
I'm just going to, I mean, we're not going to open all of these.
Shouldn't you just look at the first one? That would be the first one, right?
Oh, I thought I had picked up the first
These
one.
are two of Beyond,
Beyond
Eternity
expansions.
and Beyond
Yeah, these
Evolution.
are expansions. So we'll use one of the expansion boxes. But co-designed by Richard Garfield. All right, so here's the rule book. And so you have an action. Well, that's just a rules reference. So, yeah, this looks like a little card game where you are just playing cards and so forth, and attack the opponent, loses 1 life. So, little things like that. But it looks like it's a
dueling card game.
A Richard Garfield card game. Shocker. There's looks like life wheels, you know, hit points and so forth. But this is just an expansion, so this just only comes with some stuff. So not a whole lot. So this is just an expansion. So I wish we had the other camera set up, but I'm not gonna take time to do it because that will just be too much. But you kind of get the idea. Whole bunch of cards. Whoa! I almost dropped them all.
I would have laughed.
Agile Rooster can only be blocked by creatures with power of within 1 of this creature's power.
Oh, these are cool looking. Yeah.
So, Ant Zombie Horde. Interesting. A Berserker Rabbit. Yes. I'm liking the look of that one. I like the artwork.
Yeah,
That's
the
for
artwork's
sure.
nice.
Check that out. So, a Blessed Killer Bee. Wow. Okay. Oh, and this one has like when it's in the discard pile. Interesting. This looks cool. I think I'll be cool to try this.
I'm up for that.
But anyway, they sent us a base game and 1 of each of the expansions. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. It's kind of a hefty rule book, but the print is all, the type is big. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's, like I've seen rule books for card games like this that have like 10-point font. I'm like, no, thank you.
Stop.
But that looks okay. Strider's okay. He's doing all right. Don't worry. So there's an unboxing there. I apologize. I don't have the second angle. I wasn't planning on doing that. But we did get this.
Well, why don't you just show the other thing, and then we don't have to.
No, I want to do
giant
that.
box. It's big.
Yeah,
Heavy.
it's cool.
Grumpy.
There we go. We just okay. So
cool.
that's the company that we order from, and this is a. This is a.
Puppy, leave it.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Did I get it? Nope, I didn't get enough.
Strider, stop.
That was cool. Let Strider be. He's all right. Take that out.
There's the packing list. You said it wasn't included, and I said it was.
Ooh. All right. So you can barely see it, but
Yeah,
we'll
just
just
hold
grab
up one.
we'll just grab one. And this is like a small, I think. Let me see.
It doesn't matter.
It's even bigger this time. What? I told him to make it smaller, but
No,
I
it's
guess
the same size.
Is it? Okay, it's the same size.
Fine.
This is our new t-shirts. So we have the new t-shirts. This is what it looks like on the front, and then on the back we have a little QR code that if you wish, you can tell people about us, and then they can just scan the QR code on the back of your shirt, and it'll take them right to the channel. So that's what these are. We got these in, and we got good quantities of all of the sizes from smalls all the way up to 4XLs. So there's that, and then these are the hoodies. I mean, they basically, they look
They're
the same.
just beautiful.
They look the same.
And super comfy too.
And they are super soft on the inside. But
I
so,
don't
and this
like
is
the fact that this is still in the camera angle, but
well, it'll be okay. It's all right. It's a flip side. We do things upside down and backwards.
careful, you have a mic on.
I know.
So when you put that, are you putting it on?
No,
you're
I'm
just
not
holding
putting it on. I'm just holding it
Ooh
up.
la la.
These are the hoodies. So, and they are super comfortable. We wore ours all day today. So that is, there you go. Somebody said, hey, you should do an unboxing on every Q&A. That's so much fun. So that's why we went ahead and did it. FYI, I will work for you for free after I hit the lottery. Well, let me know when that happens, Lewis. And hook a brother up when you do.
I like the way you're thinking.
On other hobbies, do you watch any movies? Only in home or in movie theaters too? Well,
We do go to theaters, but
we
it's
have
really expensive when there's five of us.
people. We have 5 people in our family, so if we go to the movie theater, it's
Well, it's-
120 bucks.
At least to get in. And
No, it's 120 bucks with everything because it's like 50 bucks to get in,
it's like $70 to get in.
and then it's like another 50 bucks for.
It's like
Stuff.
$80 to get our snacks.
So it's like 120 bucks. You round down.
Either way, we do go to the movies. We like movie theaters. But we try to do it maybe once a month.
Yes, Strider stole a box. The
Yeah,
small
I know.
one. He stole it. He loves tearing apart cardboard and paper, much to our chagrin. Let's see here. Let's see. I've recently started collecting stickers from different coffee shops, especially from those shops in other states.
Oh, nice. I also collect
she
pins.
collects pins.
From specifically, now Sam's got
Not
me
pens, pins.
some pins, the ones you put on stuff, like the little pins. I specifically like the ones on trips we've been on. I have some other ones, but they're not as significant to me as things that we've been on. So that's where I kind of focus.
Did you know that they showed the infamously bad Star Wars holiday special on that Friday in 1978 instead of the Wonder Woman episode?
That is a terrible. No, that isn't a terrible thing. I mean,
I don't want to hear about the bad Star Wars episode when we
watched.
the Batman thing. No.
No, the
No.
Lego. The Lego Star Wars. That one wasn't terrible.
That wasn't. No, he's talking about like the
Bad movies.
when you go meet Chewbacca's family.
Yeah.
Blech. I want to try Mind Bug. So do I.
It's right here. We're ready to try it.
Jamie on the Secret Cabal loves Mindbug. Well, that's cool. That's actually high praise. So now I'm really looking forward to trying it. Great t-shirts, fun. Glenn just said. Card game designer showdown: Richard Garfield versus Mike Fitzgerald. Who wins? I'm gonna go with Richard Garfield. Someone get that man a knife.
I know, stabbing it with a pencil.
Yep. The tees are in. New merch is sharp. Oh, I need me a shirt. You should make a Flipside hockey jersey. I really want to. There's a place where you can go online where you can design your own hockey jersey. Mm-hmm. I met a guy in PAX Unplugged. Mm-hmm. He had a different hockey jersey for every day. And they were all different designs.
That's cool.
And they looked awesome. Mark Zielinski is here. Hello, Mark. Good to see you, bud. It looks so good. I'd really like a hoodie. I already have a ton of t-shirts. Hoodies will come. But we've got to get some of these other t-shirts sold first, just to establish a baseline. Is the hoodie and shirts polyester or cotton? Grab that. I think they're cotton. This one says 50% poly, 50% cotton.
Ditto.
100% comfortable. It literally says that.
Mine too.
Sunday Cool is, you can look at their website. I think they have a lot of their product information on the site, and you can see what it does.
Shirts and sweatshirts are super comfortable.
Yeah, they are super comfortable. I watched Wonder Woman. Lewis said, in my childhood, but I never saw the Star Wars Holiday Special live. It's very 1970s. And surprisingly, not for kids at one point, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. I have 9 in my family. Never go to the theater, though we love movies. Yeah. We just patiently wait. Thankfully, movies come out pretty quick.
They come out so fast. You can pay $15 or $20 on Prime to get it like the same time it's in a theater.
Almost. Yeah.
Almost. And you're like, well, why? That's great. We do like movies at home. We try to do a movie every week, family movie night, which is a tradition I've kind of brought over to the family. Mm-hmm. We try to do that every week. Some weeks, today is Saturday. We usually do it on Friday. We couldn't do it on Friday. We couldn't do it tonight. We'll shoot for it tomorrow.
Yep.
But we do watch movies at home. My daughter watches 50 movies a week at least. I mean, maybe not, but a lot of movies.
Vanessa says, I also have a small collection of pens. My newest one is from my visit to Mesa Verde National Park.
Ooh, Mesa Verde.
I will let you know after tonight's lottery if I can hook you up, brother. Not going to hold my breath, Louis. No offense. Star Wars Christmas Special is still better than the sequels. Wow, Nick. Bro, that cuts me deep, my friend. No, that is not true. Not true at all. Spurs fan says, no, it is not. Not my eyeball games. Perfect won't shrink, Hattie. That's going back to the
shirts.
50%, yes. 50%, 100% comfortable. Nick says, oh, yes, it is. I would watch it again. I will never spend time on the sequels again. Oh, boy. I am watching Dune Part 2 in theaters for sure.
Okay, now that I'm sure we would watch.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen Part 1.
It doesn't matter. I'll sleep through Part 2 anyway.
Wow. Such a hater. Migration was a good movie. Never seen it. Star Wars Christmas Special has B. Arthur in it. Automatic win.
That's awesome.
I can't agree. We got to get you to where you can power down, I think.
I'm fine.
Because you are...
I'm fine.
You are trudging along at this point.
I have a cough drop. We're good.
To trudge. We just watched that the other day.
I am leaning on your chair more, though.
Spurs fan says, I love the new Dune movie. I cannot wait for them to do the other Dune books. Are they going to? I thought they were just doing the parts that were originally covered in the...
How did you close all activity rings? We were literally sitting here.
He has a piece of cardboard over there.
I know.
And he's just like got his paws
slowly
on it. And
ripping
he's looking up at me.
He's like, maybe if I rip it really slow.
Yeah, he is.
He
And he's
won't.
like, he knows we're talking about him right now.
And
he's like,
frozen.
What? What? I'm not doing anything. What? I changed from board games for a moment. If I were to try listening to Theocracy, which album should I start with? Don't start with their newest one, although their newest stuff, it's called Mosaic, and it's really good. But why you gonna call me out? I can't remember album titles, just I can't remember names. It has blood in the title. I know that. Why can't I find it right now? Boom. Let's go with Theocracy albums. As the World Bleeds. That's my favorite. Theocracy album is As the World Bleeds. After that, I would go with Ghost Ship. That is their second to newest album. And you can listen to Mirror of Souls and Theocracy, the self-named title, the self-titled album, at your leisure. But As the World Bleeds is where I came into liking Theocracy. Ghost Ship came in after I had already been turned on to them. Mosaic is brand new. Flicker is probably my favorite song from the new album. Flicker is really good. And then Mirror of Souls and Theocracy are both good albums, but I listen to them less frequently than I do all of the other three. So yeah, As the World Bleeds is probably the best. And that's what Vanessa says as well. I'll pray for you, Sam, on this sequel stuff. Okay, Nick. You go ahead and do it. Actually, don't waste prayers on that.
Sam sent me a text this week on heavy metal and said, "Can we please go to this concert?"
Oh yeah.
And
maybe
I said yes.
Maybe Windrose is coming to this state. They're going to be in Seattle. Then they're also going to be going to Portland. They're also going to be going to Vancouver, which is all within traveling distance-ish for us for a concert. I don't think I'd go any further than that.
No, but Vancouver's not far.
That's 6 hours.
I know. I was trying to make it a weekend.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I think Vancouver is like on a Monday. Seattle is like on a Tuesday night. Yeah. And Portland is on a Wednesday night. So I was trying to think, well, maybe we can go up to Vancouver with the kids and make a weekend out of it.
Maybe.
Because I would love to take Sam to Vancouver.
In case you don't know who Windrose is, they are the ones that do Diggy Diggy Hole. They're dwarf metal.
He actually sent me a text. Can we go to the dwarf metal concert?
And she was like, if we do, I'm going to get a musical out of you for it.
I did say that. I said, I think you'll owe me a musical.
Little does she know that I'm already looking at A Touch of Ireland in March.
At the Pack or at the Icicle Creek?
At the Pack. The America Pack.
I'm good with that too, but that's not a musical. I'm still getting my musical.
It's absolutely a musical. There's music going almost the entire time. People dancing.
Yes, and I want to go. Yes, the answer is yes.
It counts as a musical.
Why won't you let me go to one of the Broadway shows in Spokane?
Because it's in Spokane.
So we go over for football games. We'll time it at the same time.
I know, because we come right back. Maybe.
We'll time it.
Which musical? Yeah, Tom asks a good question.
It depends on what's playing. We live in the Inland Northwest.
This is why
I used to have season tickets to the Fifth Avenue in Seattle. I would see amazing musicals. I can't even tell you some of the ones we saw. Phantom of the Opera, Annie, Sound of Music. Annie blew my mind. Mary Poppins. Oh, Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein
NSFW.
was the funniest musical I've ever seen. The Book of Mormon, Les Mis. I mean, I loved them.
I wouldn't mind Les Mis. Les Mis is
Les Mis is not my favorite. Little Shop of Horrors, even. So many. So if there was a good music, there are Broadway productions in both Spokane and Seattle. So I would love to go to either of those.
Let's see here. You should do a compare and contrast video on Blood Rage and Inish. That's a good idea. Both are area control with drafting, and I like both, but they really feel different. They absolutely do. They absolutely feel different.
Village Theater, David. Yes.
We are both online and have you all on the TV. Laughing
so I'm
way
almost
too much.
life-size?
Love y'all. Keep us rolling. Looking forward to Dune 2, although I think I still prefer original movie at the moment. I am still although I know that the dude that played, I think it's the guy that played freaking Napoleon Dynamite, is taking over Sting's Fade Raban role from Dune, and that has me a little worried. I want Sting to have a cameo in part 2. I will be disappointed if that does not happen. I don't think it has. So I'm going to be a little disappointed in Dune Part 2, I think. Or I'm going to be super happy. One of the two. Fifth Avenue and Village Theater.
Yes.
I'm also watching Wicked, the movie.
Oh, I love Wicked. I love Wicked.
I was just curious, what do you think about Heroes of Land and Air and Sea? I've only played it a couple of times. It was a little too convoluted for my tastes, but I did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. And I know Roy loves the game. So that's high praise, because Roy he likes good games. He designed a good game. So
He designed a great game.
I enjoy the game, Wesley. I think it's a good one. You should check out the Neil Morse Band. Great prog rock metal. I do have a CD of the Neil Morse Band. The Neil Morse Project, I think is what it's called. And it's a double disc anthology. Somebody gave it to me one year when I went to Essen. And I totally agree with you. That's a great band. Sam, have you ever listened to Signum Regis? Their music is pretty similar to Theocracy. No, I haven't. I'll take a look at it, though. Wicked is great. I've seen it both in London and New York City, David says. I'm with Jessie on the musicals. What did you think of the Wicked movie trailer?
I don't think I've seen it. I started with the Gregory Maguire book, Wicked, before Wicked was a musical, and I loved that book. Mm-hmm. And then when I first saw Wicked, it was just a small production. And then I got to see the Broadway production on Fifth Avenue, and it blew my mind. It was so cool.
The 1984 Dune is so dang weird. I feel like half the movie is an acid trip.
I don't like it.
See,
I'm sorry.
the thing is, there was a theatrical version, and then there was a director's cut version. They didn't call them director's cuts back then, but there was a director's cut that got released after the theatrical version did, and the director's cut isn't weird at all, because they take like a half hour before the theatrical version movie actually starts, and they explain what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
And so I imagine most of the people that have that opinion about the 1984 Dune movie haven't seen the director's cut. They've only seen the theatrical version. I could be wrong.
That could be true.
I'm not
disagreeing.
From a logical point of view, it seems like that's what might be going on there. And Spurs fan says, I hate the Dune 1980s movie.
See? I didn't like it either.
Different strokes for different folks. So, I mean, well loved in our house. Yeah. I really did enjoy it as well. Lewis says, I love Mary Poppins movie and musical. Then you need to see Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh,
the
yes.
movie, and this makes Mary Poppins more emotional for me.
Nice.
That's interesting.
Mary Poppins, I actually took Daphne. And when at the end scene of the Broadway production, or one of the end scenes, she literally uses the umbrella to fly over the audience. It goes straight up and over the audience.
You realize it wasn't just the umbrella, right? She was actually hooked to an apparatus that flew her out, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm just telling you, sitting next to...
Does Daphne know that?
Because it blew her mind. She audibly gasped. And as it came like right over us, she just big-eyed. And I was stunned. I was... Oh, although the tap dancing... 42nd Street, also another good one. The tap dancing scene in Young Frankenstein, in which the monster is being released and they're putting on the Ritz, that scene. Putting on the Ritz. The tap dancing scene with the strobe lights burned into my brain. It was the most amazing tap dancing scene.
Were you on acid when you went to see
I don't
this?
do anything like that. Oh my gosh. I'm just telling you, it was like the most amazing tap dancing scene. These strobe lights were behind these people dancing on big platform shoes, like acting like the monster. And it would go, boom. Oh, it was so great. See, I had hobbies before I met Sam. They just weren't the same.
That sounded super accusatory. Like it was like, since I've been married to him, I'm not able to do anything fun.
I live in Wenatchee. We do not have Broadway theater.
Yes.
So I'm not blaming Sam. I chose to live here.
They are not going to sing Every Breath You Take in the new Do movie.
That would be great. Now I'm interested.
What about the Dune miniseries on the Sci-Fi Channel? Didn't like it at all. And that being said, I was never really a big fan of the Sci-Fi Channel anyway. A lot of the stuff that they did on the Sci-Fi Channel was just, it looked low production, and I didn't like it because of that. And that being said, I think the production value of the miniseries was good. I just didn't like the way it looked. It didn't look like Dune to me. It was too colorful. And Dune to me has always been kind of monochromatic as far as that's concerned. A lot of browns, a lot of dark colors, a lot of, blacks and dark browns, and there was just too much color in the in that sci-fi, and I just didn't like it. It visually turned me off. I tried watching it, couldn't get into any of the actors or actresses portraying their roles. I just couldn't get into it, and so I didn't even finish it. I was done. Favorite song to play on guitar, Sam? Probably Wherever I May Roam by Metallica. That's probably my favorite one. I just love that groove and I love that vibe.
Sam sent me a video of him playing that.
Yeah. And I also like playing. It
was like when we were just
Silent
starting to
Lucidity
date.
by Queensryche.
I don't even think I'd been to the house at Garfield yet.
Maybe not. And Sting comes out in the metal underwear. Yeah, that is a weird. Yeah, Sting comes out in this underwear that has like wings on it, and it's completely. No. See, look, here's the thing.
I don't know.
Back in the day, Sting was highly regarded for how well he looked. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
It's just like if Jason Momoa walks out on stage or without a shirt on.
The Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, or the Super Bowl commercial, right? That's actually funny. I know he did. But,
that was funny.
I got to see Phantom of the Opera before they stopped dropping the chandelier above the audience.
Yes, when I went, they dropped the chandelier.
You might not have theaters, but you've got a better river rafting on your side of the mountains.
We do have good river rafting. We've never gone as a family.
Yeah.
I don't know that Dante would do well at river rafting.
No, my gosh. Not if we would have to bungee cord into the raft.
years ago. No, it was the year I moved here. No, it was the year before I moved here. We did a river float.
Tubing.
No, it was a float. It wasn't even tubing. It was a tube float.
Yeah, you're floating on the tube, floating down the river.
And it went from one spot to our campground. And Dante got so nervous. He got so nervous. And then at one point, we had us clipped together. And then at one point, somebody ended up falling off one of their floats, like next to us. And they were struggling. So I jumped in the water because I was a lifeguard. And I jumped in to like help the lady out. And as I did, Dante drifted away. Now, drifted, like slowly drifted. I could have swam 3 strokes and got to him. But he was slowly drifting away.
Yeah.
And he was in full panic mode. Complete panic. So now I'm running down the river to get to him, to grab his rope, to get us back to connected to the same float that we had. Oh my gosh. That was so stressful. So I haven't taken him river rafting because I just don't know. But he's a bigger kid now. He probably would. He would love it.
Fender or Gibson. I have an Ibanez electric. It's a natural wood body. And then I have a Fender
We have
acoustic.
something too. I don't know what though.
I have a Fender acoustic. So a Fender acoustic and an Ibanez electric. And then I have a Marshall.
And I have some electric, but I don't know what
practice
it is.
amp. We had Flash Gordon then too. 1980 Dune movie told almost the same story and dialogue as the new Dune movie, but they did the new Dune movie, the new movie better. 1980's Dune did tell the full book in one movie though, so it is a spoiler. Flash, dun, 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 ah, he'll save every one of us.
Now, I do love Queen, so therefore that's a great album, a great song.
Yeah, but have you ever seen Flash Gordon?
I think so.
That means no. That means no.
Where's dog hair?
That's all I can think of when I think of Flash Gordon.
Yes.
Yep. Flash Gordon was something else. I just find the new movie is a bit drawn out.
I'm sorry.
All of the cinematics are amazing. You're okay.
I'm okay.
You're okay. Yeah, we have been doing this 2 hours. We should be going. Made that silly movie good. Queen made that silly movie good.
I do love Queen.
By that logic, Jessie also likes Highlander.
I don't know which logic it is. Where did I miss my own logic?
Queen.
Oh.
Queen also did I can't remember what song it is, but they also did some of the songs for Highlander.
I don't think I've seen
with
Highlander.
can't even remember the dude's name now, but
I don't think I've seen Highlander. I don't know what
they
that
need
is.
to redo Flash Gordon. No, they don't need to redo anything. I think Hollywood's running out of stories. That's why they're redoing a lot of this stuff.
They're redoing a lot.
They're redoing so many things, and it's like they're running out of ideas. Now, I could be wrong. I think they're running out of ideas that they think will sell. I think there are plenty of writers that are sending in plenty of things to do, and I think a lot of them are probably new, but they just don't think it'll sell. That's just what I think. That and about
maybe
$4.50 will get you a cup of coffee.
Very small
Have a great night. Get some rest. Feel better. Yep. Who wants to live forever? That is correct. We are going to get out of here. It has been 2 hours, and
I'm fine.
She doesn't mean that. So here we are. We are the princes of the universe.
Side note on music.
Go ahead.
When Elvis Presley died, I remember getting the notification on our radio in my kitchen in Ellensburg. The radio's up on top of the fridge. I heard it.
Oh, you're old.
I am old. I can remember the day. I loved Elvis.
When did he die? Elvis. Was I even alive? I don't think I'd been born yet. When did he die?
I can't remember it right now. I had it a minute ago and now I lost it. 77? 77.
I was alive then.
I remember No, I was younger than that. 77, August 16th. I knew August 16th, but I couldn't remember 77. So I was in the kitchen. I was a big fan of Elvis. I loved Elvis. I used to, I would love listening to Elvis music on the radio. And Mom even had a record for me to listen to Elvis. Anyway, when Elvis died, I asked my mom, I said, who's going to be the next king of rock and roll? And my mom said, there will never be another king of rock and roll. And I said, well, don't we have like a queen? And she said, no. Queen music, we do. And I said, don't we have a prince? And she said, no. And I said, what kind of stupid country do we live in that the king of rock and roll can die and we don't have a queen or a prince to back him up? Tells you a lot about me, huh? True story. I remember that day. I remember crying. Wow. I remember crying.
You remember you cried?
I cried.
Wow.
The king of rock and roll was dead. And we didn't have a queen or a prince.
What about the heart?
The heart?
The heart of rock and roll.
This is a different science. Huey Lewis wasn't even around.
Come on. Yeah, okay. Thank you. You got the reference. All right. Good.
How? Come on. I didn't get the reference. Come on. Come on.
I'm just saying. All right. Almost 11 here, but too much fun chatting with y'all. Yeah, well,
we got to go to bed.
It is time. We got to get going here as well. Thank you all for joining us. We do apologize. It was a little later than usual, but we had to. So we will be... Next week, we'll be back to our regular time at about 9 o'clock Pacific, so around noon-ish for you guys over on the east side.
And for those of you that joined us, we are very grateful.
Yeah,
thank you.
Very grateful. Thank you for joining us. We had a great time, and I think it was a good end to the week for us. We have, if you would, send us your vibes, good prayers, and all of that kind of good vibes and prayers tomorrow, because we will be doing that game event at the Wenatchee Wild, and I think we'll be cool. I mean, at this point, we're at the point where we're like, hey,
we're ready. It's all good.
Yeah, it's ready to go, and we don't know who's going to turn out.
I just hope we get a good turnout. And if we don't, the good news is they've already said we'll do it again next year, and then we'll know that we'll need to advertise it more, or bring it, more. Yep. So.
Yeah, she does look a lot younger than she actually is. A lot of people think I'm older than she is.
He's not. I'm older than he is.
I'm married up. All right. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Top 10 games with Dragon. Top 5 games with Dragons is coming up Monday morning at 9 a.m. That'll be our next video. So, see you later.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Take pics and films of the game day. We will. We actually have somebody coming in that's a professional photographer.
So she's going to come and take as many shots as she can.
She's considering it practice. So
yeah.
That'll be cool. So we will have that stuff. We'll do that, and maybe we'll put a little, a short video together.
Would be great.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm so excited.
Take care. Bye-bye.
No, I remember that day so well.
Mm-hmm. So I called you a cougar. She actually went to Eastern Washington. She's an eagle.
He's not that much younger than me.